Hello, everyone. Guess what? Today is Friday. Well, when you see it, it'll be Friday. All right. Welcome to this episode of Lounging, Listening, and Loving. So we will be lounging with, hence the loungewear. Can I just show y'all? Let me just show you my loungewear. All right. Cup of deliciousness, whatever you want in your cup, okay? Go ahead and get that in your cup and come back to me. So we are lounging with, we are listening to, I hear you, all right? And I want you to hear me. And we are loving on each other. So for tonight, I want to talk about something very, very important. And that is getting rid of the BS. Let me take a sip on that. It's water. Yeah, getting rid of the BS. Now, some people are probably like clutching their pearls right now. I do mean exactly what you think I mean, but I also mean something else. When I talk about BS, what I'm really talking about are those limiting belief systems. BS. Those thoughts and those beliefs that were ingrained in us since we were little kids. They were injected in us through television, so social media, also through just generations and generations of societal influence and people around us telling us all of these things. And those things have very little merit to them. Not only that, but those beliefs that we have adopted have caused us to really live a lifestyle that is subpar from what we're worthy of. I want to get into getting rid of the BS. I took some notes because I want to make sure that I talk about five of the limiting belief systems that we have just adopted with no merit. We just believe it because it sounds good, or we just believe it because it's something that we've been taught. Let's start with the first one. The first one is that marriage is hard work. If I had a nickel for every single time I heard people say that, or I've heard people say that, I'd be pretty all right now. Marriage is hard work. I can tell you right now, yes. Does marriage take work? I'll give you that. But let's talk about that a little bit more, okay? Let's explore it. A lot of the work should have taken place before the actual marriage. If you can imagine doing some individual work, it makes it a little easier when you come together. Also, marriage being hard work has a lot to do with who you choose to marry. Can you believe that? That's part of what gets left out of the whole belief system. Yeah, it has a lot to do with who you marry. And so to the wrong person, everything that you do is wrong. It is never enough. It's never enough because it's not a good fit. Can we talk about that? Yeah, so many times we try to force things that are not a good fit for us, and then we complain about it being hard work. I just want to encourage you to make a different decision, right? Because it doesn't have to be hard, sweat down my brow, stressful, strenuous work. It could be us working together and us purposing towards a specific goal for our family and for our life. And that's good stuff, right? So let's go ahead and eliminate that. And I just ask for your consideration that marriage does not have to be hard work. Number two, money does not grow on trees. Literally, money is from trees. Literally. What that does and what that has always done is that creates an attitude or a mindset of scarcity, of lack, of there is not enough. But let's think about that. Do you know people who are okay financially? Yeah. Do you know people who aren't struggling and people who are pretty stable in the area of income? Yeah, we do. We do. I'd like to. Would you say you would like to also? We all would like to be among those people. And so the truth is that when we believe when we have a scarcity mindset and we believe that we don't have enough, it causes us to behave in ways that are not fitting of who we truly are. It causes us to compromise. It causes us to settle. It causes us to make unwise choices because we feel like, I ain't got enough anyway. Right? So just understand that, and we'll talk about replacing those belief systems because that's important. Number three, good things come to those who wait. Sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah. It takes the power, though, out of your hands and just leaves up to chance. Like good things just happen. Mm-mm. We know that that's not true, right? Good things come to those who go out and get it. Yeah. So don't give away your power. Don't give away your initiative and your drive. If you want something, you are able. You are worthy. And you have the ability, again, to go and get it. So do that. And don't just sit back and just wait for things to come. Because that, my love, that doesn't work. All right. Don't burn bridges. So I heard that a lot growing up. And I remember hearing people say, don't burn bridges because you never know when you need to cross that way again. I heard you say that with me. That means that you've heard it too. Let's talk about that one. Because what it does is it really creates a fear of loss. And so we don't burn bridges, and that causes us to stay in relationships and in situations that no longer serve us because we don't want to burn the bridge. Listen, set it on fire. Set it on fire. Commit to worthy relationships, worthy people, worthy circumstances. Do that for yourself. Yeah, because you deserve that. How many times, I'll go ahead and raise my hand first. How many times have we stayed or we allowed people to stay in our lives and their expiration date was way up? But we didn't want to burn bridges. And so we basically left the door open and we toggled to and from, and maybe one step in and one foot out and all of these different things because we didn't want to let go. Yeah. And so when we have relationships that no longer serve us, I can tell you, for me, as I've gotten older, it is absolutely a requirement of mine that my relationships be mutually beneficial. Yeah. And at any point, if I feel like it is no longer mutually beneficial. So if I feel like I'm giving, and you taking, but you're not bringing anything to the pot, that's gonna be goodbye. And then ask me how bad I feel about that. Mm, Not bad at all. As a matter of fact, I feel so much better because I know that the relationships and the people that I entertain and the situations that I involve myself in and that I engage in, I know that, yeah, I have something to bring to the table, but I'm also going to be receiving something in return. Just something to think about. So then it kind of goes along with the last one that I want to talk about, kind of goes along with relationships and marriage being hard, and that is life is just hard. Life just happens. Things just happen. Again, you are empowered to take control of your life. And I can tell you that many of the things that were so horrible and so hard that happened to me in my life, if I really take an honest look in the mirror, I can say that I had a hand in it. I can say that if I understand that the outcome had a lot to do with my decisions, my choices, my behavior, my attitude, my mouth, all of those things, I understand that life doesn't have to be hard. Are there challenges? Yep. Are there things that we have to learn to overcome, conquer? Yep, all of those things. But it's important that we change our mindsets because those belief systems, again, they hinder us and they keep us from being our best selves. It keeps us from being as successful as we could be. And so what we have to do is replace those belief systems with empowering thoughts. So, for example, I am successful. I am accomplished. I am a woman of influence. All right? I have favor. When I go somewhere, listen, I will not be denied. I will not be turned down. You will listen to me. If you have that type of thought pattern and that type of belief system regarding yourself, then it makes a difference in the way that we behave. Stop telling yourself, I'm too old to get a degree. I'm too old to go back to school. You are not too old. How old are you right now? It's like, oh, well, I'm 50. Cool. How old are you going to be in 5 years? Plus 5, easy math, right? 55. How old are you going to be in 5 years with a degree? 55, right? So you can do this. And that time is going to go by whether you chase your dreams, whether you put your mind to your goals or not. So I just want to encourage you to do that. Change these belief systems. Listen, all of this BS that we grew up believing in, that we just adopted along our journey, it doesn't have to be applicable to us. And we have the power to make that change. All right? So in the comments below, I want you to share some of the limiting belief systems that you've picked up along your journey. All right? And then let's replace it with something that serves you, something that empowers you, something that encourages you to be your best self. All right? Thank you so much for your time and for your attention tonight. Listen, I cannot wait to spend more time with you next Friday, and we'll talk about something else that we can use to inspire us on our journey. All right? Take